welcome back, I guess. Today I'm going to be talking about fictional characters that inspire me because somebody that I watch on YouTube, I saw him do this and I was like, that's a really good idea. So I'm doing it. So not an original idea, but it's okay. And I want to start posting videos more, but I really want them to be like cinematic and like good, and I don't have the time to do that, and I don't know what to do, but I don't want to like leave for another year and like try to figure that out. So maybe there'll be little cinematic ones, or maybe it will just be random things like this. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about fictional characters that inspire me. They all printed out like kind of pixelated and stuff, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And he put them on his wall, so maybe I'll put them on a wall, or maybe I'll like glue them into like a journal or something. But that's for future. But I am going to be cutting them out as if I'm going to be putting them somewhere, because maybe I will, maybe I won't. First up is Sadness from Inside Out. Specifically more the first one, but the second one too. But the second one didn't really talk about her, so. I just think the Inside Out one is like such a good movie, because like as like a kid or like as like a teenager, I feel like like the hormones and like the emotions that you're going through, it's like you're going to feel sadness, but I feel like everyone feels sadness. Like even like if you don't feel sadness, like then you're not a human being. Like you need to feel sad to know what it's like to feel happy. And I feel like that's what the first Inside Out movie really says. I just feel like I love her character so much, because so many people are like, no, like it just like is so like representative of how like everyone's like, don't feel sad, like you're not supposed to feel sad. Like even the way like the other what are they called? The other emotions like treated her at the beginning, where they're like, don't touch anything, like don't do anything, like because we don't want anyone feeling sadness, right? Like because sadness is like this like awful, horrible thing that people don't want to feel, and obviously it doesn't feel great sometimes, but also you need the sadness to know what it's like to be happy, because then it helps you appreciate everything that you have. I just really love the first Inside Out, and I love sadness, and I love Hope She's Sideways, and I love her character so much. And just like Joy was pissing me off sometimes during that movie, I'm not even gonna lie. Like she just like tried to be so controlling, I felt like, but like I get it, because she wanted, what's her name, Riley, to like only feel happiness, because that's like what you're supposed to feel. You're only supposed to feel happiness, because if you feel sadness, then there's something wrong and there's something going bad in your life, and your life is awful and everything's horrible. But it's not true, because you need the sadness to appreciate the good things. Because if you never felt sad, you wouldn't know what it felt like to be happy, because we feel happiness because we felt sadness. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but okay. My second character is Fluttershy. This is the human version of her, but also the pony version, like just her character overall. I just feel like because she's like so nice and she's quiet all the time, people kind of like put her to the side and don't really pay attention to her, like think about like her decisions and her choices, because they're like, oh, she's not gonna care because she's like super nice, and she's not gonna care, and she's super quiet, so she's not even gonna speak out or anything. But then like I feel like we see when she like kind of like breaks that, where like she's like I feel like in multiple episodes and in some of the movies, she was like, she would get upset because they like undermine her. Is that the word, undermine? I don't know. They'd undermine her character, and I just love her so much. And I feel like even though she's quiet and she's like shy and stuff, like she's just like so herself, and she's in her own little world, and I love that, and I love that about her. She's always in her own little world, and I think it's good to be in her own little world, but she knows that she has like her friends to like back her up, and like even when they're like annoying her, she knows like when to step up and be like, okay guys, this is hurting my feelings, so don't do this. Which is really great, and I think if more people spoke up about how they felt, then the world would be a better place. I mean, I'd do that too. I just rather be quiet and not say anything and not cause any problems than to speak out when something's upsetting me or anything. And I think a lot of people do that, but I think if we stop doing that, then maybe everyone would be a little bit happier and everyone would be a little bit more friendly with each other. Okay, my next one is Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter series. I love her character so much. She's just so like herself. Like even when people are being mean to her, she like doesn't even care. Like girl is, again, she's like Fluttershy. She's in her own little world, but she cares about the people around her, and she like will like be like, dude, like she cares about things that other people don't care about that are important to her. Like even if other people are like, girl, why do you care about that? Like you're weird. She doesn't care, and she just and she's just such a family girl, and she is just so nice to everyone around her, even when they're rude to her. And I feel like a lot of people think that she like is like dumb and doesn't understand what people are talking about, or like people think that like, oh, they don't even know that that people are calling her like Loony Lovegood or whatever. But I feel like she does, and she just doesn't care, and she's just like, you can think whatever you want, but like I'm gonna live my life and I'm having a good time. So she's just so sweet, and I love her character, and I love all of her outfits, and she's just, I would love to be like best friends with her. I feel like me and her could be like best friends. But yeah, literally, okay, I'm realizing all these characters are like the exact same character in like different fonts, but that's okay because I just yeah. My next character is Luz? No. Luz? Wait, why am I forgetting her name? Okay, I looked up how to say it, and I still feel like, I think you're sideways now. And I still feel like I'm saying it wrong, but I think it's Luz. Luz? I've said it so many times. Like in my head, I'm like, I've watched this, oh my gosh. I love the Owl House so much, and I wish it got more hype, but also I don't, because I like it being small, and I feel like this, like, the fandom for it, I feel like everyone's just like so happy, and like I've never met a bad Owl House fan, and I just love her character, because like, again, she's just herself, and she doesn't care, and she cares so much about the people around her, but she also knows when to do things for herself and not just like, I guess, be a people pleaser, I guess. But she's just so herself, and like, even though she like knew that she was gonna have to like leave her mom behind to go to the school, she was like, I want to do this, like this is my thing. And she's like, I don't belong in the like public school, like in the not like wizard, I don't know what you call wizard, there was a name. Oh, I haven't watched it in so long. I actually really do need to rewatch this because it was so good, and I've watched it multiple times already, but I need to rewatch it again because it's been a bit. But she just has her niche little, not niche, she just has her little interests, and she doesn't even care when people are like, you're weird for liking that. Like, she likes it, and she has a good time, and she can do freaking magic. And I wish I could do magic. And I love her so much, and I want to be like her, and I want to be able to do magic and like the things I like without thinking about how other people will think about it, because I definitely don't do that. I definitely am a different person at home than I am out in the world, and it shouldn't be like that, and I should be able to be myself without worrying what other people are gonna think, but whatever. Okay, oh my gosh. My next character, Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower. I love that movie so much. I love it so much. Like, I've watched it so many times, like generally so many times. Like, it's so good. And even though like he's gone through some things in his life, he meets people and he just learns to like appreciate life. Like, even though he's a freshman and they're seniors and they're like going to leave him, like in such short time, he realizes just how to appreciate like living, and just like this is like your one life and you need to be in the moment and just love the things that are happening in your life and just have friends and just like live life and just be in the moment. And he reads his books and I like to read books, and he's just, it just shows how like people in your life can just make you have a whole different view on life. And like, even though sometimes you don't even need people, like sometimes at just certain moments in your life, you're like, you start to gain a different view and you're just like, wow, like this, like I'm just a random person on a floating rock and I could die tomorrow. So it's better for me to just live in the moment and enjoy the time that I have now with the people I have now. But I think that it's like those friends, like it shows that people come into your life, and even though they're not there for like super long, or like you don't get to see them all the time, they can have such a big impact on you. And just like meet people and just become friends with people, because you never know what they could be like or how they could change your view on life and stuff. And I just love this movie so much, and I love this character, and yeah. Winnie the Pooh, and need I be said, bro is, there he is. Also, let's not talk about how I only made my bed just to do this video, and how it's usually never made, which I need to start doing, because people are like, oh, if you make your bed in the morning, you'll feel so much better. I'd probably not, but whatever. But I could talk about him forever, especially in the movie that they came out like with a bit ago. I just feel like he just represents so much, like he represents childhood, and especially like even in the movie and in my own life, like he just represents like innocence, but like not in like a doesn't like understand what's going on, like is like clueless and things, but like innocence in like a wisdom way. I don't know if that makes sense, but because in the movie Christopher Robin and the book that they came out with like a few years ago, oh, I love that movie, and I loved Winnie the Pooh before that movie, but that movie was genuinely, it was so good. I don't know why I keep on saying genuinely, because I really struggle to say that word, but it's gotten into my vocab, so I say it a lot, but I can't say the word right. So sorry if I say it and it doesn't sound right, because I don't know how to say that word, but it just gets into my vocab. And I can't even say it right, but I keep on saying it anyway. He just represents childhood, and like how even though when you grow up and you're not a kid anymore, like that doesn't mean you stop like being a kid, like in a certain sense. Like it doesn't mean you just become like an adult and like your life is miserable and everything, and you have to dedicate your whole life, you have to dedicate your whole life to like family and like bills and like your job, even if you hate it. Like everyone hates their job when they're all like no, like it's okay to just like just be a kid sometimes. Like even when you're older, like do things that are fun, because just because you're growing up doesn't mean your life has to be miserable. Like bro has dropped some of the hardest lines ever. Like if you've like seen or read anything that this man has said, he's so wise. He's like effortlessly wise. Like his character is so like effortlessly, yeah, whatever, wise. And he just he's just like, yeah, he's like, why wouldn't people think this? You know, it's just like he like drops like the hardest line ever, and he's like, duh. Like, duh, everyone knows that. Like, no, not everyone knows that, but like, I love his character so much, and I just love Winnie the Pooh so much, and I love him so much, and I could also talk about him forever, and I love him so much, and he's my favorite person ever. And I think if this guy ever got lost or got out of my life, I think I would actually like never get over it. Like genuinely, there it is. I would never be able to get over it. Like I've had nightmares about like losing him or something. Like the attachment I have to this guy is like he's never gonna get rid of me in his life, because because I need him in my life. But yeah, I love this character so much, and I love him so much. And he's so silly, and he's so cute, and he's just like, even when like problems come his way, he's just like, we'll get over it. Like it's okay. There's always tomorrow. Like he's just living his life. Kenai, that's what his name is. Kenai. Oh, this is Coda. That's the little bear. He's so cute. And I love him so much. But I'm talking about Kenai right here. But I just wanted to include him because he's so adorable. Also, this movie dropped one of the hardest songs ever, and nobody talks about it. On My Way. That song goes so hard. Nobody talks about it. Like, I bet you people have heard it and they don't even realize. It was from this banger movie. This movie is so good, and I swear, like, nobody's watched it. And there's two, and the second one is also a banger. How are you, like, Disney? Always not good with their bangers. Like Cinderella 2, who knows about that? Nobody. Sleeping Beauty 2, nobody's heard about that. But their bear is so good, and they dropped a hard second one. I just feel like his character development was so, like, it was good. It was so good in this movie, because, like, he's like, dude, this bear killed my brother, so I gotta go find this bear and kill it, because we kill bears, like, duh. Like, bears are vicious and evil, so we have to kill them, duh. But, like, then he meets Coda, and guess who Coda's mother is? The bear that killed his brother. But why did the bear? Oh, also, wait. Spoiler warning. Okay, wait, watch this movie and then come back to this. Like, skip this part, because I am talking about this and it's going to be spoilers. But okay, well, actually, I should probably shut up then. But okay, you don't need a full summary. Go watch it. Anyway, his character, like, he just learns that, like, there's always another side to things. Like, because, okay, spoiler warning, because I can't really talk about it without spoiling. He ends up killing the bear that killed his brother, which ends up being this little bear's mom. Now, no mom, no brother. They're both sad. They bond. Found family. I love found family. I think family doesn't always just come from blood. But his character, like, I feel like a lot of people grow up with, like, the ideas that they're told, which is totally okay. But I think it's also important to venture out and create your own opinions too. And they can be the same, but I think it's important to do your own research and learn about things before you create your opinion based on what you've just been growing up with. And it's not always necessarily like what you've grown up with is wrong or it's bad, but I think it's important to create your own opinions, not just based on what you've been told. He just learns to like love those around him and just like forgive and have like friendship. And you know, I don't really have like anything specific to say about his character. I also just wanted to talk about this movie because I love this movie so much, and it's not talked about enough. But I love, oh, I didn't even cut this out, but I love Brother Bear so much. And the songs are bangers. Just it's just so good. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's not a super long movie and it will feel like it goes by so fast, I promise. So if you're worried about that, even though I bet you watched Wicked, which was 3 hours long, so I don't know why you're complaining about an hour and a half movie when you sat and watched Wicked for 3 hours. But okay, next one is Todd from BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman, life-changing animated TV show. Life-changing animated TV show. Sobbed, cried, all of it. I watched it all in like, I think there's like 3 seasons maybe? I don't know. But I watched it all in like 2 days. And it was so good, and I want to rewatch this as well. I just need to rewatch things, but I also want to start watching new things. Like, I have so many things I need to watch that I just end up not watching anything at all, which is not what I want to be doing. But this character, like, he's like, he plays like your stereotypical like dumb character, like doesn't understand what's going on and is like, oh, like what, like that type of character. But then he like drops like the most like inspirational like best advice ever, just randomly. Like BoJack, the main character, will just be like my life is awful, this is horrible, like I'm an alcoholic, and then Todd will just be like, oh yeah, I guess you are an alcoholic, like blah blah blah, and then he'll drop like the hardest like the best advice ever, and it's like super, and it's like makes you rethink like your entire life. But then he goes back to being like this like dumb character, and it's crazy. And he's just so like, all again, as all these other characters, he's just like so himself, and he's in his own little world, and he's having a good time. And like but he also understands boundaries, because when BoJack started to be like rude to him, and like he was like not like, I don't know, like their friendship was like, something was going on in their friendship, and Todd was speaking, he spoke up, and he was like, dude, like I know that I sleep on your couch and I don't pay rent, but we're supposed to be friends, and this isn't how friends treat each other. So he like, just if you read some of the stuff, or well, I guess if you watch it, you hear some of the stuff that he like, lines that he drops. He's just like, yeah. And he understands boundaries so well, while also being that character that just like, oh, goes along with everything, and like just is there to have a good time and live life and have friends and like, yeah, and have businesses at random points in the thing, and just, yeah. But then he'll be like, okay, what you did was wrong. So we'll be like this character that's like, and then he'll be like, okay, everyone stop, this isn't right. And it's crazy, and it's awesome, and I think more like, I just love this character style like so much. But yeah, you should watch BoJack Horseman if you have not. It's on Netflix. I think there's like 3 seasons, but each episode is like 20 minutes, so it goes by really quickly. But last but not least, Jo from Little Women. I love her character so much, and she's just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna marry anyone. But I like, just even when she's like almost like going to be like, I don't like this guy, but I want to feel loved, so I'm gonna marry him because I want to feel loved even though I don't love him, which is not good. Don't do that. But I think everyone so badly wants to be loved that so many times that people will just like settle for what they think is all they can have. And like even if they aren't happy, so many people crave love. And I think that's just normal. And like humans, we all crave love and we crave validation, and we do. And if you say that you don't, then you're lying to yourself, because let's be honest. But yeah, I love her character. I love her character so much, and I wish I could write and have the passion that she does. Like, she just wrote for like, I don't even know how long it was, like a week straight, or like, I don't even know, like all day, all night. And I wish I could dedicate myself to a project like that, and just like have something I'm so passionate about that I can just like spend like so much time on it, because I haven't had something like that in a while. And I think it's so good to just like feel so passionate about something that you'll just like do anything for it. I think being passionate is just, I just love watching people be passionate. Like, you can tell when someone's like really passionate about something that they do, and it's just, I just love hearing people talk about their passions and like just seeing it, and you can just tell like how much time they spend on it, how much they really care. And I want something like that in my life. I want something that I can dedicate so much time to, because I care about it so much. And hopefully I will find that thing. I need to find that little niche thing that I can be passionate about, and I haven't found that yet, but I hope I will. But if you can't tell, I like a specific type of character, I guess. I didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, they're all kind of the same, like, character in different fonts. But yeah, these are characters that inspire me, and I want to be more like in certain ways, or yeah, and mainly also just the movies or TV shows that they're in have such a good message that I just feel like so many more people need to follow and stuff. But hey, bye!